What's up everyone, Ross here from Warrior Trading. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to use eTrade Pro for day trading. And by the end of the video, you're gonna learn why I will never use eTrade Pro for day trading ever again. Today is my last day. I had a big loss and it was because the platform was lagging so badly. The hotkeys are inconsistent and difficult to use, and the order execution takes forever. I had two trades today. The first one, it took 20 seconds for my order to fill, and on the second one, it took 31 seconds for my order to fill. I'm gonna show you the live trading clip of exactly what went wrong, but I'm also gonna walk you through how to set up your speed keys, how to set up your charts, and how to set up your level 2 for those of you guys that, wanna try to make it happen. Maybe it'll work for you. eTrade Pro, is it a good fit? Comment below with your thoughts, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you like these kinds of videos. And now let's get into the details of how to use eTrade Pro. All right, so this is the eTrade Pro platform right here. When you sign up for eTrade, you can download the eTrade Pro platform, but you do have to sign up for real-time market data, which I think was $25 a month, which is not crazy, but it is what it is. So this is the screen as I currently use it. And so what I'll do is I'll walk you through this screen, and then what we'll do is we'll go to screen 2 and I'll show you how to rebuild a screen similar. So up at the very top, I have my positions. Now this shows me nothing right now, but if I take a trade, let's say I just buy one share of this stock here, it's now gonna show the position that I'm holding, the one share on this stock. I don't know why it's showing my P&L today as 0, but I guess it's just on that one position, because this is the stock that I did trade today. But in any case, so this is where I'll see my open positions. I'll go ahead and sell this. Ooh, looks like I'm gonna make a little profit there. So there we go, made 1 cent per share from, let's see, I got in at 97, got out at 98. I like to have my order status window here, so I can see the status of my order. For instance, if I place an order to buy this down here at 86, I don't want to forget about the fact that I've got a live order to buy that stock, because if I walk away and I go to lunch and I don't come back, this order could get executed. I can also just press cancel all on TROV, and that'll cancel all the orders on that stock. So the three windows right here that we've already looked at are the positions window, the market depth window, and the order status window. The third one down below is your order entry window, which I actually don't use, but I'm almost positive needs to stay open in order to use speed keys in the market depth window right here. And I'll talk about speed keys in just a second. Now, on the right-hand side, I've got 3 charts, and these are pretty easy to set up. And one of the things that's cool is that if I type in a different stock like BIMI, notice how everything updates. And that's because these are all linked to link 1. So this is link 1, link 1, link 1, link 1. And this one you don't link because it's just the orders. Generally, you would just want to see all of them. So let's go ahead here to screen number 2 and start building out the layout. So I'm going to start at the top with my accounts window, which will show me my positions. So I'm going to drag this to, oops, I got to put it back in. Okay, there we go. So now it's nested in there nicely. I like to show P&L 1, and this is the layout that as I like to look at it. Then I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to go grab my, let's see, Market Depth. Now by default, you can see how that looks. That looks quite a bit different from how I had it set up right here. Now, if I go here, I could duplicate this tool the way I have it set up, and I don't know if I can drag it down to a different monitor. I don't think so. And I also don't know if I can set these settings that I have in here. Let's just go into settings. My display as a default. So you might not be able to. So if you like the way I have these set up, a little more pastel and a little less harsh on your eyes, you can just go in here, right click, and go down to settings. And then you can go to display. And then if you double click the price tier, you can change this color down to something maybe a little bit more like that. And then I can change this red down to something a little bit more like that. And I can change the yellow down to something a little bit more, I don't know, like that. All right, so now I click OK, and now my colors are a little softer on the eyes. When you stare at your charts for long periods of time, it does make a difference. Now the font here is a little hard for me to see. And I'll just pull up a stock example. This is how I like to have my windows, just like this. So it is a little bit brighter in my regular trading software that I typically use. But I also like to have the font a little bit bolder. So I go in here into settings again, I can just go right to display, and I can change this from Arial regular to Arial bold, and Arial bold like that. All right, so that makes it a little bit easier, and I may say, hey, you know, I'd like it just a smidge bigger, so bump it up to size 13. This right here is the momentum bar that shows a reflection of orders that go through, whether they're green or red. I personally don't use that, so I'm going to take it off. All right, so now we've got our positions window up at the top. We've got an order entry window, and let's pull up a order status window. So there's order status. All right, so I'll put that right there, kind of like that. And I'm going to do a default view of custom one. This is the way I like to see it, because the things I really want to see is my average price that I used a limit order and what I entered the price at. So I can make these a little bit smaller here, and then I can align this just kind of like that. And I can always scroll over if I need to see something else. Then I go to Tools and I go to Order Entry. Now this one is giving me the warning that previews are currently turned off. The preview is off, which means if I press the buy button, it's going to go through right away. It's not going to pop up and say, hey, are you sure you want to place this order? And that's okay with me. Now, if I go down here, you'll see that Use Speed Keys is checked. By default, that is not checked. And if you want to set up your hotkeys, you can go right here. This is the only window where you can do it, the order entry window. You can't do it on this one. All right, so you got to have this one open. You go to Speed Key Setup, and then this is where you can start creating them. So this speed key is Shift 1, and it's a place an order to buy, and I just have it set at 1 share. And it's a day order. Auto is the destination. You could choose NASDAQ or NYSE, but you'll pay for it if you do, in terms of ECN fees. Ask price plus 5 cents. And I say never use the local order ticket. So always use just exactly what I have printed here. I have another hotkey for selling on the ask, another one for canceling all open orders, and another one, Control Z, for selling at the bid price. So I'll change both of these here real quick. Put that at 1 share. Okay, and now I'll type in TROV and I'll press Shift 1. Now, see, this is the problem that I've had TROV, is that sometimes when I do that, it just types an exclamation point instead of actually executes the hotkey. Now let me just make sure speed keys are turned on. I got turn speed keys on. Okay, so now I'm gonna do it and it's gonna give me the exclamation point, but it should have executed the order. So let's try just linking these together. Let's just make sure it's not a linking issue. All right, so TROV and Shift 1. Shift 1. Huh, this is interesting. So, and of course now that's gone like that. I wonder why it's doing that. Let's try over on screen 1. Screen 1, TROV, and Shift 1. That went ahead and bought 1 share. So why is it working there and not over here? That's the question that I guess I have. TROV. TROV. Speed key enabled is what it says. Okay, so this time it wanted me just to click on the background here. Oops. Let's see. I don't need 2 of these. Alright, so let's try just putting this one here since that one seemed to work. Alright, so now it seems to be working with this order entry window as opposed to the other one, and I don't know why. So that's a little funny, but in any case, now I can press Control Z, and I should be able to sell on the bid, although that's a little slow to take the order. I just pressed it again. It didn't take it the first time. I pressed it again. It didn't take it that time. Didn't take it that time. It's funny because it took one of the orders. The ROV. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on why this is like this, because I was having this problem before as well. It seems that the hotkeys are a little inconsistent in how they run. Sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. Let's go back to screen 1. Screen 1 here, TROV, Control Z, does not seem to be working. So let's just go in here and check the speed key setup real quick. Control Z, sell 1 at the bid. So everything is set up correctly there, and it took the order on one of my attempts, but the other two it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So anyways, if you're using E-Trade and you're trying to use the hotkeys and you have issues, well, you're not alone. I've been having issues ever since I started using them. They're just a little funny. And I'm not sure why that is. There's just something about them that's not quite right. So their Shift 1 is working to buy, but Control Z is not working to sell. Oh, there's Shift 1 to buy. There's Control Z to sell. There's Control Z to sell. But it doesn't work consistently. So I think you can tell that this is a little unreliable. You can pop up the order entry window here and just type 5 and then do market order to sell, which is probably going to be the easiest way to trade with this software. So now why don't this is a good transition into the e-signal lag. Well, I can pull up the chart here just for you real quick. So when we pull up charts, I go chart just like that. I put one right here, and my layout is always to have a, let's see, I put a today chart and a 5-minute. And then I would go, once I have it all set up with the indicators I like, I would go to duplicate tool, and I would set up a 1 minute just next to it. So let's see, grab that one, there we go. So this one I'm going to set up as a 1 minute, and then I will duplicate it a third time and set it up down here as a daily chart so I can kind of see the big picture of what's going on with the stock. So we'll do like 1 month back, or maybe 6 months back. All right, and then of course you want to make sure these are all linked together, link one, and do that one also. And then when you pull this up, they're all going to update. All right, so let's see. So let's go back here to screen number 1. And let me pull up this video of live trading this morning. So we're going to start with an example of an absolutely horrible trade where I had really bad order execution. So I'm going to just put this up on my screen share here. I'm just going to find the right spot in the video. Let's see, it was, I believe, 10:17 and 44 seconds that I took the trade. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to just drag this up here for you guys to see. So this was live trading on the E-Trade platform this morning. Now at the same time, I was also trading on Ameritrade and in my regular Lightspeed account. All right, that took a second. All right, so let's just rewind this a couple seconds here. Okay, so right now, just at that moment, I just clicked the buy button on TD Ameritrade. So I bought on TD Ameritrade, I pressed buy, and you can see that I was pretty much instantly filled. I'm going to click buy right here. So I'm going to mouse over to it, click, right, wait for it, right there, and I'm in at $2.62. I then click buy once. Nothing happens. I click it a second time. Nothing happens. What the hell's going on? All right, so now I'm confused. I press Shift 1 and Shift 1, and both of those orders go through. So now I have 2,000 shares, but my 2 orders for 3,000 shares each are still pending. They will get executed, but right now they're pending, and they're gonna take a total of 20 seconds before they get filled. So right now, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for those orders to execute. And there we go, now I'm up to 5,000 shares, one of the orders executed, and I'm waiting for the second one to execute. Now I'm up to the second one. That is unacceptable. You can see how fast, within 1 second, the order filled right here on Ameritrade. Let's just go back to it. So right here on Ameritrade, I'm gonna take the order right here. Okay, watch it. Buy, just like that, I'm in. I do the same thing over here, I click buy, nothing happens. Nothing is happening. And now it's slowly filling my first 2 orders. My first order, it's actually filling my second orders right now. There's my first order executing, and now my second order is about to execute with a total time of about 20 seconds. That is unacceptable lag time. That makes a platform very difficult to use. And for that reason, you're not gonna see me using E-Trade possibly ever again. This might be the last time. Now, I was willing to give E-Trade a try because it is 0 commissions. But hey, so is TD Ameritrade, and with TD Ameritrade, I can actually make money because my executions are instantaneous. So if you want to check out more of the videos on TD Ameritrade, more of the videos on the other platforms that I use, check out the links in the description below. I do hope this video was helpful for you, at least to understand how to use E-Trade. If you decide to use it for your strategy, maybe it'll work great. If you trade options, if you trade stocks, maybe with 45 million shares of volume on the day, maybe it'll perform a little bit better. But for my strategy, trading low price stocks between $2 and $10, this software doesn't quite cut it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, comment below, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you like these videos. Hey, have you seen my most popular video on YouTube? It's got over 5 million views. You can check it out right here, and check out one of my other videos on YouTube right here. I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, if you have questions, leave them down below in the comments section. I personally respond to every comment that's posted.